What's up, boys? Taking a look at some more NBA player props today over on prizepicks. This video applies to prizepicks and also sportsbooks out there and other player prop websites. But we have all 30 NBA teams playing today, and I think I found some pretty good value on this prizepicks board and some props that I'm really liking. If you guys are not on prizepicks though, prizepicks is by far the best player prop website out there. I highly recommend joining. The link is down in my description below. It's available in most states and most of Canada. You guys have to be 18 years or older to join. Again, use my code DOMG. It gets you guys a 100% deposit match up to $100 when you guys use my code. And pause the video right now if you guys want to take a look at the payouts that prizepicks does offer. I'm gonna make this nice and short, but real quick, take a look at the Patreon before we hop in. If you are interested in seeing every single one of my plays, check out the Patreon. The link is down in the description below. There are 3 different tiers. There's NFL, NBA, and all sports. With access to the Patreon, you guys get every single play that I play, on top of these plays being ranked by confidence level and write-ups to go with every single prop that I post. Once again, the link is down in the description below, so check it out. We are now up to 484 members. You guys are crazy. We cashed a 2-pick power play last night, so that went pretty well. We did end the day off in profit yesterday. But if you're not interested in the Patreon, that's completely fine. Just subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see stuff that I am running for free. I typically post about 1 to 2 plays every single day. I should have some other leans and things like that really every single day on the channel. But as a thank you for getting me so close to 500 Patreon members and getting me to 5,000 subscribers, you guys are insane. I'm running a giveaway over on Twitter. Next time I do a giveaway, I will change it up. It will not be on Twitter. But if you guys are on Twitter, all you guys have to do to potentially win this is by following me, liking, and retweeting this tweet over on Twitter. My Twitter is DOMG Props. I'm giving away $100 to 3 different people, so $300 total, and a signed Joey Bosa giveaway. That will end on November 18th. And now let's dive into this massive slate today. So I'm going to save the best one for last, but this one can apply to sports books and other player prop websites out there. But this is at 6 on prizepicks. I like Jalen Suggs over 6 assists. I like him to have more than 6 assists in this game here against the Houston Rockets. So let me explain why. I'm going to be doing the breakdown and everything like that. So I'll be giving you guys pretty much my full write-up and explanation on why I like this prop right here. So he's facing the Houston Rockets today. This prop is a -105 to go over 6.5. So let's start off here by taking a look at the odds, because prizepicks, it's a set payout. So it's going to be different if you guys are on sportsbook. I do like this a little bit if you guys can get us at solid odds on a sportsbook. Like right here, it's a +105 to go over 6.5 on FanDuel. I like that. I will say I like that odds if you guys are on a sportsbook. But we're getting this at 6 on prizepicks. Huge value for the prizepicks board. I really do like this. Make sure that you, of course, tail your own risk and look into these more on your own. Don't just go off of what I'm saying. Look into this more on your own. Don't just tail randomly. But he's had 34+ minutes in back-to-back games. So let's take a look here at this right here. So he's had 35 minutes and 36 minutes in his last 2 games here. He actually shot terribly last game, but he did have those 7 assists in that game. He had 9 assists against the Warriors right there. So 35 and 36 minutes, he's had 7 and 9 assists in those 2 games. So he's definitely been running up those assists. He's got a pretty solid matchup today against the Houston Rockets. If we break this down here, this right here, by the way, is called FanDuel NBA Defense versus Position. So this is on Fantasy Pros. It's a tool over there. We're going to go to point guard here and go to assist. And the Houston Rockets are allowing the most assists per game to the point guard position. 11.97 assists per game the Houston Rockets are allowing to the point guard, and he is facing the Rockets today, as you guys can see. This tool right here is called Rotowire NBA starting lineups. It shows you the expected lineup that's coming up. It usually shows you the line, the spread, the over-under, all that different stuff. I expect this game to stay pretty damn close. I mean, it's a 1-9 team against a 2-8 team, so it should hopefully stay pretty close and should not be a blowout. But I really do like the spot. He's a point guard. He's beginning his assists when he's got those minutes, because in these other games, he's had 28 minutes and 16 minutes. Last 2 games, he's been getting those full minutes at 35 and 36. And again, he's got a very good matchup, the best possible matchup when it comes to the numbers here, and point guard assists allowed per game here. And I will say Kevin Porter is also listed as questionable, I believe. So we'll see if he ends up playing. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to affect Jalen Suggs' assist numbers, if it even does at all. Right before I started recording, that news just came out. But I'm not really worried about Kevin Porter, if he plays or not, and how that will affect Jalen Suggs' assists in this game. So that is pretty much it right there. It's got a pretty solid hit rate as of the last 2 games when he's been getting those minutes. He's got a very solid matchup against Houston, so I'm really liking the spot for Jalen Suggs to get at least 7 assists, but 6 for the push over on prizepicks. And if you can find him at plus odds, I do like that on sportsbooks. But that's up to you guys if you guys want to play that or not. Always tail your own risk and look into these more on their own. Now let's hop in and take a look at a first half player prop. This is something that's pretty much exclusive to prizepicks, and I will have more props in this video towards the end. But prizepicks, this is something that's amazing about this site out here, because I've not seen first half player props on sportsbooks. I've not seen it on any other player prop websites out there. And there is a ridiculous amount of value when it comes to these NBA first half. I will say last time Jason Tatum did sell the first half PRA, But really overall, I've been killing it with these NBA first half pretty much all season, and we'll see if we can continue that today. Because there's a prop that I like here. He's listed at 7.5 points for a later game today. Let's take a look. Where are you at? Michael Porter. I like Michael Porter Jr. over 7.5 first half points, and let me explain why. Let's take a look here at this game log right here. He has hit this in 7 straight games, 10, 8, 12, 15. He's been killing it in his last 7 games. He's hit this in every single one. And that's 7 out of his 8 games this season. The only game he missed was against the Utah Jazz, where he had 17 minutes with 7 points. And yeah, it was because he missed a free throw. So, you know, he got caught on the hook in that one. He was right there if he made that extra free throw, which usually he should end up making all of his free throws, at least hopefully. And he would have gone over in that one. So I like this spot a lot for Michael Porter Jr. here. He's hit this again in 7 straight games. But let's take a look into this a little bit more. So Michael Porter, small forward here. He's on the road going to the San Antonio Spurs. So let's take a look here at pretty much how this matchup is. So he's expected to start at small forward going against the Spurs here. So let's take a look here at the points and then the Spurs. So the Spurs are really not an easy matchup. They're kind of a middle of the road matchup, 21.84 points per game allowed to the small forward. That's pretty much like literally right in the middle, I'd say, when it comes to that. So it's not anything crazy when it comes to matchup. I'm not worried about the matchup. I'm not really excited about the matchup, but he did have 10 points just 2 days ago against the Spurs team. So he was at home in that game. Now he will be on the road. So we'll see if he has any regression. I don't think he will, but otherwise he's really been killing it so far this year. Again, he had 17 minutes with 10 points last time he faced the Spurs, which was just 2 days ago. And otherwise, he's hit this in 7 straight games. So those are 2 of my main player props right there. My favorite of the 2 is Michael Porter going over 7.5. I'd be kind of shocked if he sold this, but hey, it's happened before. We've also had some crazy winners in the past, so we'll see how that one ends up going. So I like Michael Porter as my number 1 spot, and I also like Jalen Suggs over 6 assists as my second one right there. But now let's take a look at some leans and everything like that. But otherwise, I have other player props available over on the Patreon. If you guys are interested, you guys will be able to see every single thing that I play, along with everything ranked. And also, it will have a couple other things along with it, like write-ups and things like that. It also includes some leans once in a while over there as well. But hopefully, we have like 10 plays over on the Patreon today. That would be amazing. Massive, massive slate today. So they just added the Suns and the Bucks props onto the board. So we'll see how that one ends up going. OG Anunoby is on the board at 2.5 assists. There's definitely some interesting spots here. If we go to 3-point makes here, Trey Jones is about a -135 to go over half a 3-pointer made. So it's pretty solid odds right there for prizepicks. Prizepicks is about a -137. So, and then Trey Jones here, he hit this with 3 against the Clippers. And I kind of like this spot for him. We'll take a look into this one right here. But he is just such you got to rely on him hitting his shots because he usually is not taking more than 2 3-pointers a game. So you're kind of banking on him hitting 50% of his 3-pointers. And I'm talking about this one because I've seen a lot of people already liking Trey Jones over half a 3-point make. So that's why I'm talking about this one and diving into this one a little bit. But he's had a pretty damn good hit rate so far this season. You guys can see how many times he's had 1, how many times he's had 3. And I'm not saying he's going to miss. I'm not saying he's going to hit. But he's had, you know, you got to hope that he shoots about, 3, hopefully, 3-point attempts and makes 1 of them. Because he's shot 1 for 2 in plenty of games so far this season. And he's only made 1 out of those 2. So he really does not have a crazy amount of three-point attempts going up here. So it's definitely an interesting spot. I will say he did miss last time against Denver. Although we did only have 24 minutes, he should hopefully see like 30 minutes in this game. We'll see how that ends up going. But he just really did not shoot great either. He shot 2 for 7 as a whole, 0 for 1 from 3. So Trey Jones, it's an interesting spot right there. I wanted to dive into that one a little bit because I've seen some people really, really liking that one. Josh Giddey is a very interesting spot. I'm not really sure why he's like stopped rebounding. Because Josh Giddey, he's usually like that double-double type of guy at shooting guard with his rebounds. So he's a really, really interesting player for sure. And when it comes to these rebounds here, it's an interesting spot here because he's coming off of 2 games with 1 rebound and then 6 rebounds against the Milwaukee Bucks. Now he's facing Detroit. It's a very, very interesting spot. I just thought I'd bring that up. Let me know if you guys are playing Josh Giddey today. I'm definitely interested to see what you guys think about Josh Giddey. So it's an interesting spot with him at 7 rebounds. I haven't seen a prop like that in a while. That's pretty much going to do it. The PrizePicks link is down in the description below if you guys are interested in joining a 100% deposit match up to $100. So if you guys deposit $60, they'll match you guys another $60 in promo funds. So you guys will have $120 total to go ahead and play with if you use my code DOMG on PrizePicks. Link is down in the description below. Also, the Patreon link is down in the description below if you guys want to see every single prop that I have. Pretty much that I am playing. So that will be in the description as well. And just subscribe to the channel, enter the Twitter giveaway. The link is down in the description for that if you guys are interested in doing that giveaway. And that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out, boys.